Today I want to talk about our psychological boundaries. What is our psychological boundary? It's an internal boundary that can be compared to your skin, as your skin is to your body. So this is an internalized protective layer. What do I mean by that? Well, your skin has two parts. Number one, it protects your inner organs from being damaged by the outside world, and it contains them from leaking out all over the world. And that's the same with our psychological boundary. And you can think of it as an orange peel. On the outside is the part that protects us from the outside world. It protects us from things that are coming in, things that people are saying about us. So some things people say about us, we want to consider and pause. That's valuable. I'd like to say something. I'd like to think more about that. Other things are, no, I don't think that's about me. That's actually possibly about you. You can think about it like your windshield in your car. If someone were to throw an egg at the windshield, it would go splat. Not everything that comes from the outside in is actually yours. The other part of the boundary is what you can think of as the white part of the orange. It's the containing part. It protects the world from you. So you don't necessarily just say everything you think. You don't just necessarily rage and get angry and sexual all over without any kind of boundary. And we sometimes hear about people, we sometimes say about people, oh, they're thin-skinned. Everything you say about them goes in. Or they're thick-skinned. Nothing penetrates. We sometimes hear that kind of language. And what we're actually trying to say, if you think of it as a spectrum, on the one end of the spectrum, people can be completely walled off. Nothing comes in. Anything you say, they're walled off. They're not necessarily engaging with you. The other side of the spectrum is what we call boundaryless, where they almost don't see a distinction between themselves and you. So everything you say has an influence on them. You can think about it like a chameleon. A chameleon has the sunshine down on it, let's say, and gets energized. Any kind of reptile gets energized when the sun shines down on it. And when the sun doesn't shine down on it, or when it needs to rest, it goes into a shady spot. So some people who are boundaryless, they need people to constantly give them reassurance, for them to feel good about themselves. Where we really want to be is in the center of health, where we can go back to what I said at the beginning, that I can think about what the outside world is saying. Is this true? Is this kind? Is it necessary? And I can think about what I want to put out. And I can ask those 3 questions for myself too. Would this be kind for me to say? Would it be necessary? And is it the truth? I hope that little explanation makes it much easier to understand what our psychic boundaries are all about. This is a lot based on the work of Pia Melody and Terry Real. Thanks to them.